and I had a big drink too.
I just want to give more protein to them. More little carnita and caldo. When I make that kind of chicken, I put at least 8 vegetables inside. And the same garlic and onion, and it is something that makes you sick. Maybe that's what you do on the side. So, I heard Carlitos and everything, and I'm like, Tim, look who's here! He goes, yeah, I'm here! And then he came told me something and I did, and then he says, I asked him, I'm working with my cousin, everything is on the office. He says, yeah, man, this way. I said, I saw you in your house, it was you, right? He passed. I recorded it. Right on the phone, and I said, Carlitos, and I remember he went like this. He says, yeah, I waved at you. I said, I know, but everybody told me to leave you alone. He says, ha ha ha. And so I said, so it was you on chorizo. He said, no, chorizo. They stole chorizo. He said, me robaron chorizo. That was a problem. I used it. He said, my friend, it's on loan from my friend. But it's good. He says, it's almost a good chorizo. And so I'm not making chit-chat, and Tim says, Tim comes around. Wait a minute, come here. I'll talk to you now. And then he says, would you excuse us? He tells the man. He says, of course. And he pulled him outside. I want to talk to you in private, in my office. And he says, well, yeah, my office is outside, come here. And then they left laughing. And Michelle immediately came to the other door of the Guayacan, the phone one, and she sat like with the girls at a table. They were standing and stuff. And the guy knows his tool. He was next to me. And he said,
why are we making it public? Well, because they're saying Blackwater, USA, plausible deniability. So I'm not exactly sure what he's saying here. We all know what Blackwater is. We all know what they've been involved in the past, but Hugh has kind of led us to believe that they're working with Blackwater and that perhaps they have worked as double agents. Don't know. But he's saying plausible deniability, and then he said planned. So this is planned. The world is connected. You have more than you know. Maybe Blackwater. Maybe. Now this is possible. Perhaps Blackwater is actually people that are doing this. Because there exists a chance that there could be plausible deniability unless they get this treasure trove of secret official documents, which is what they're retrieving. And maybe they want that public so that the all knows exactly what they're doing. Makes sense to me. But he says it's planned. The world is connected. You have more than you know.
This guy we have seen. And Carlitos was like going up to him to ask permission. When we wanted to meet him, whatever, he was like, he was very good for Carlitos to get this guy's blessing. So I kept saying, who is this? Is he the mom boss or what? I don't say that. The only thing I know about this man is that he won't do that. And he always believes his good side. That's all the only thing I know about him. And he likes him. So I have to keep happy with that respect. Because people have told me when I because my mentor I'm going to make it. And he says, and he has like Godfather Father in businesses with a simple blessing and with the business with him. So that man is not to be cross or disrespect.
And she'd always say, well, I'm chill tonight.
Because he likes me. And so I'm in his good place.
So this doesn't necessarily have to refer to an actual mom. But whatever it is going to have the effect of one. It will have the effect of one. Now, I could be wrong. It could be an actual bomb. They may have a plan to bomb somewhere next week. I don't know. Maybe. Well, it's really already lost because the blacks are awakening.
Yeah, and here in this island,
and I think they are. There's several. There's a guy. Well, first it was Diamond and Silver. I mean, anybody that says that they're dangerous are waking up, but they're getting so much grief. I mean, it's ridiculous. 11, 18 here. Now, of course, that is the dates that are planned. That's great. So, America will be united again. Now, that's it for the post. That brings us up to date completely, unless Q has posted more while I've been talking. And if he has, I won't be doing that. I'll be doing it tomorrow. But I did pick up a few things in my travel career. I wanted you to see actually two things. We get too much chatter out there.
I made ideas in my head, but Carlitos was that way with everything. Like you, I behave like you, she says. I'm always thinking the worst. But you make a brain chatter. And you thought, she must have seen my eyes. I don't think I read it. Let me buy it now. The time has come for me to talk.
Let's jump
And
into
then
the
such a way.
19,
Like that, Mama, like that, like I have to
meetings in response to his previous post, and then he adds, think sections, public announcement regarding leaks. Expand your thinking outside of quote
Look, I
leaks.
was dragged and we hate, but we're thirsty, we're gonna check out. You know what? Bring them the best. And then I asked for food, and the guy says, oh, you can put my food on me. And I said, okay, we'll find it.
What are you listening to, Bobby?
No, I'm reading. Some lady came in that were the grossest polluted.
Oh, who was it?
Series about Earth Day, we should be anti-war. The U.S. government is the.
Wait, I heard a video. What was the video?
Oh, it's a video of this. Okay, I can't get into the total. There's a. I'll show you.
I want to take it back to New York and then I can get into
No,
it.
no. Here's what
I want to find out where you guys are getting your crazy ideas.
Okay, well, they're not crazy.
Okay, I won't.
That's
I'm
okay.
going to learn not to
Relax. No. That's okay. Because I'm going to show you. Let me see where.
find
it
out where
is.
you're getting your ideas so I could
Okay.
get them. I want to be
this
involved in the discussion.
1234.
Yeah.
Okay, these are things by somebody in the background called Q. It's a group of people under 5. We don't know who it is, but it gives information on what they're doing in the background.
You want more caldo?
What they're
I'll do
doing.
some in a
This is
second.
information on what they're doing to fight
I don't
child
think so, actually.
child trafficking, pedophilia, who's in trouble, who's bad, who's really trying to help America, who's really been trying to destroy America. And so go find Q in different places, read about QAnon, start researching.
QAnon Q posts.
And these are things that are happening. Because right
From
now,
Quniverse News HD.
well, this is one of them. There's
422.
There's a bunch of people doing
So
the
this
same
is today's.
thing. Yeah, today's Q notes. I get notes every day. Every day that he doesn't talk every day. We say he because it's a group of people. And once in a while,
but they don't show their identity.
no. It's just.
Why
and
not?
then
Why are they anonymous?
Well, because the other people that talk and dissect his crumbs, he calls them breadcrumbs because they're little bits and pieces to
Well, why
get
is
us
he
done.
anonymous?
Well, don't ask why, because I don't know why.
He's probably a coward or he's lying.
Well, see, this is where you go. This is why
No,
you're wrong.
Well, you tell me why he would be anonymous.
Okay, first of all, if he's doing to help America and the patriots, and he's giving us information now that we find out later to be true, because everything he talks about ends up being true. Like right now,
No, that was
when
an
he
if.
talks
You
about-
started the sentence with an if.
No,
There has to be an
no,
end
to
to
you.
that sentence.
Well, he is. No,
Yeah,
he
so
is
if
doing it.
that,
But
what?
if
If that,
he's
then
doing
what?
that, then he is helping us from the inside, and he's not. He doesn't need to be, because they also are doing things around the world
So,
that they don't tell us everything. They give us what
Summary,
he calls
he's anonymous
breadcrumbs.
because it's
Okay, let me give you
endangering
an
his
example
life.
of
No,
what
no,
he's
let's
doing.
just be clear about why he's
No, I
anonymous.
need you to be. I need you to.
Well, real
understand.
quick, no, let's just, I asked you a
I'm-
question, let's just make sure we answered it.
Well, watch this.
Wait, real quick, I know, but let's make sure that we don't ask
What?
questions and leave him hanging.
What,
I asked
what's
you
your
why
question?
he was anonymous.
What do I know? I know there's somebody out here giving
We're
the
slowing
American.
down our thinking so we could be more rational. I asked you why he's anonymous, and you said because he might be an inside guy.
Exactly. Helping America,
Which
helping
means that
America
he's anonymous
against.
because he could either lose his job or it's.
Not at all. No, see, you're okay. You're
Well,
a son.
why? No, just let's
Okay,
make a
let me
hypothesis.
give you
Why
an
are they
example.
anonymous?
If we have a world, do you understand anything about the New World Order, the globalists, the central banks, the fact that
these aren't
you
ways I frame the world.
Okay, well, you need to find out what really happens and what happens with England, what happens with the Rothschilds, what happens in the world.
Long answers again, but real quick. So this
Wrong
guy is,
answers?
No, long. I said long.
No, I
so
don't.
This
is
guy
why
says.
okay, this is something that came out over a year ago. He gives us little what he calls breadcrumbs.
Over no, it's 42218.
No, it's 1,200 items. This is item number 12.
Oh, he's been doing this for over a year.
Yes, and he's helping America.
So why is he anonymous? Let's make a guess.
We can't say why because
No,
we.
you said because he might be an inside guy.
Well,
So
he
he's
is an
anonymous.
inside
So he's
guy.
anonymous
He
because
is an inside
either
guy because
he'll lose his access to
You're,
information.
when I tell you something right now, you're gonna tell me that it's no good and he's
I'll try
and he's
not
a
to.
crook
No, I'll
because
try
of
not to. I'm just stopping.
Trump is standing there on one of his things where he was doing something with the people in like an executive order or helping people at, or maybe I think he was in Ohio at a thing for their jobs in one of their factories, opening up the metal factories, the aluminum factories, and he does this. He does a Q. He let us know because things that he says.
Oh, so Trump did a cue to signal that he's with these guys?
Yes.
So this guy's anonymous because again, let's
When
just
you-
real quick.
The way you know,
English.
the way you know why he's anonymous, you have to read what he's saying and what
So
he's
you
trying
read
to
it.
do.
So tell me.
I know.
You've read it for a year.
Because you told me it's too long.
No, just short answer. Why is
Okay.
he anonymous?
There's no such thing as a short. When a guy gives 12, okay, what he's done, David, is he has come. Like right now, I was trying to give you examples by giving you a couple of these. And you don't want that.
Well,
and
no,
those
no,
are
because
examples.
that's not answering the question.
Those are pieces of the
You
puzzle.
want me to answer the question for
No,
you?
I'm telling you, here are pieces of the puzzle so you can see
Why
what he's
is he
doing.
anonymous though? I
Wh-
didn't ask
Why is he anonymous?
Yes.
Because he's doing something for the American people to help bring down the bad people.
Why does he have to
You
do
got
it
why?
anonymously?
Okay, look, because he has to do it this way. Because David, they are putting people in jail. They're going to Guantanamo. They're putting people
So
away.
you're
They're
saying
giving
he's
a
anonymous
military
for his-
tribute.
he's anonymous
let
for
me
his
let me
safety.
tell you. Stop talking for a minute while I talk. Do you know that we have over 1,850 sealed indictments on people right now that are going to open? that nobody knows about? The average sealed indictments in the country are 1,000. Right now we have over 1,800 sealed indictments on people and their activities and their corruption getting ready to blow this country apart.
I'm just being a good district attorney.
Go ahead.
So, why is he anonymous?
I just told you why.
Why?
Because they have a large international series of events going on where they're going to bring
Why
down.
can't you just say safety then? He's anonymous for his own safety.
Well, no, he's anonymous for his own safety, but
So
that
is
wasn't.
you
But
couldn't
to
say
see
that,
that,
though.
no, David, you just brought that up. You brought the
You
word
said-
safety up
Because you said Guantanamo, you said
Yes,
jail.
David, I'm telling
where
you.
your mind is. Why is this
My
going
mind
on?
is letting you know the large picture, so you know why somebody is out here helping us, giving us little pieces of information as we see it, and then we start to see what's happening
Didn't
around
ask
the
you for
world.
large picture.
And
I said, why is he anonymous?
because of the large picture is a corruption picture. Why wouldn't he be anonymous? Would you
So
like them to
that
come out
answer-
and kill somebody?
That
Would
answer
you-
would be
Go ahead.
whistleblower.
No, I
he's
know.
anonymous because he's a whistleblower. That would be a good answer.
He's
right?
not a whistleblower. He's a
Because he might be an
whistleblower.
inside guy, right?
If he's an inside guy and he actually has
he's
all
a
the
whistleblower.
information.
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
Why do you make the words and tell me what to say?
Because I'm writing haiku, so I'm trying to simplify stuff.
No, but David, not everything is as simple as you expect it to be. You can't demand that things be simple.
Partake this knowledge.
I'm not partaking. I'm
It is-
trying to get him
it is
to understand.
toxic for him.
Is it? No, it's not. I'm just asking him why this guy does this stuff anonymous.
But
I'm not
nothing
doing
I say,
myself anonymous.
but nothing I say is
So I
going to
said
work.
he's either a liar or
No,
There's
this.
a lot of corruption at the highest level.
So
I
he
just
just
told him
Yeah, he doesn't
internationally,
want to put his
it's
neck on the line.
Oh no, he's rounding them up.
they can't
So
sit there and
then
tell you
say
what
he's
they're
anonymous
doing.
Because being public with
And you won't, and you know what I
jeopardize
tried
what
to
he's
do? I
doing.
tried to
That's
give
all
him
I was
one.
asking for next
I tried to give one
Public
stop. I tried to give one
jeopardize
specific
all the
example.
indictments
I
and
tried
all.
to give him a
There's
special
indictments on the ground.
1,800
But
indictments.
Poppy knows why he was evading that answer because once you
Evading?
tell me
Wait.
being public would
Oh my
jeopardize his
God.
investigation. Now I have a
Okay,
target.
David, you do know,
Now I get
David.
That's my thesis. I'm going to argue against.
David.
Okay, so
there's
this
no
guy's
argument
anonymous,
anymore. I'm
but-
not going to talk to you
No,
anymore.
no, with you.
No, you know,
Get him in
no,
trouble because
no.
he's like RJ.
I told
He'll sit
him to
on the
go.
branch until he falls, and then he's gonna say,
Gigi,
"I'm not
I
going
told you to go read it
I am.
for
I'm going to.
yourself.
That's why I came here to
Then
get the
don't
info,
ask
'cause I heard
me
it.
my logic because you don't accept
I
my
wanted to know,
logic.
I just want to know your
And then
opinion.
you take the words that I say and you say, but you didn't say safety.
You weren't giving me
So
an answer.
What was I giving you?
I don't know, but you weren't giving me an answer.
Well, if I give you an answer my way and you don't call it an answer,
Too
what does
many
that mean?
words.
David,
I don't have the
why does everything
bandwidth
have to
and
be
info
your way or
bandwidth.
not at all?
I'm just trying to speak.
No,
clear.
why can't you accept what I tell you as
My way.
this is what, this
Clear
I'm-
language.
I'm David,
Mr. Linguist.
David, yeah, this is what's good. Hold on. This is the thing. If I'm telling you, even to
has
the
built all his promises on the wrong foundations,
Gigi, right now,
on lies,
Gigi,
on
right
true
now,
lies.
he just said, Mr. Linguist can't even give me a straight answer.
No, I'm not.
So
teasing
if he's-
you.
no,
I'm
but if he's not-
I'm just
if-
trying to clarify what you're saying in a short.
You and I
package.
discussed this
So I
guy
can
and
write
his
a couple
brain
notes.
and how he
Gigi,
operates.
he's
And the only way
standing
we're
right
gonna
here. Let's
win him
talk.
is by actions.
Hear me now. Hear me
Okay,
now.
let the actions
The
speak for
action was
themselves.
I wanted to show him.
Yeah.
If you
I
really
know
want to
that.
know,
I wanted the
read.
source,
I
yeah.
want you
And
to
so I'm gonna go
hear
look
some
for
of
the
the
source.
things
I am.
he says,
Yeah.
and you said don't do it.
No, I'm going to go in New York when I have time. I'm going to sit down and I'm
If
going
you
to listen
ever
to that
see-
source. and
But
I'm gonna research
but
it.
can I ask you why you
you ever
won't
see-
stop? Can I ask you why you won't take
This.
one
I know
or
that's
two?
what Pablo was telling me.
Can I ask you why you won't take one or two pieces of what he did today so you understand what he's doing?
I don't think we would.
Why
get
don't
more
you try? Why
arguments.
don't you do
Want
it?
to do that?
No.
I'll listen to it. I will, but
No, if I let you just
Yeah.
hear her read one of his things, you'll hear what he's talking about.
But
And he's
so
got 12
The reason why I won't do that.
It has to
is
do with
'cause I just-
pedophilia. It
yeah,
has
I
to
didn't
do.
want to get with all that. All
No.
I wanted to do
I
when I
want
came
you-
over here, my only intention was
What?
to find out what that guy was, and then I had one question: why? is
And
he
you think it's
anonymous?
always that simple?
No.
Tell me what it
no,
was.
This
Tell
is
me
what I'm going
where-
to do with that
why
information.
is he doing that?
This is what I'm going to do with that information. I'm going to go write down who he is, so I can look him up later, and then I'll write down my thoughts on why he's anonymous.
Do this. Go research
I know, I
everywhere.
already
QAnon
did.
post. No,
I
but
am.
just the post.
I'm gonna do
QAnon
that.
post because there are a dozen people giving videos and doing, and there's a bunch of anonymous people. That's why they're called anons.
And the reason why
the
I asked you why
anonymous
he's
people,
anonymous is because I chose not to be. So I'm wondering why this guy is if I chose not to be.
because he's not you. He's doing something a lot bigger than what you're
Than what
doing.
I'm- oh, he is?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. He's in the middle of a large international thing that kills
And
people.
what am I doing?
You're looking for facts. You're looking for research. You're looking to find answers for your own bubble, your little
I have
teeny
6
bubble.
questions.
No. I don't want 6
You don't want my
questions.
6
No,
questions?
I don't.
All right,
Right now,
my one question.
Right now,
Why was I sent to die for a war built on lies?
That has nothing to do with me.
I joined the army in 2000.
Right.
And the government almost killed your son for a bunch of lies. We know the Iraq war was based off of lies.
We found out, Gigi and I, remember how stupid we were that we voted for him, and we found out later how bad it was, and none of that really
And
existed.
what was my job?
What do you mean, what was your... I know all about that. You told me yesterday.
Linguist.
Yeah, you said, and I could have been going door to door.
I
and
could
been-
have. I would have been.
Well, and
They
so
gave
what
the
is...
guy who looks Arabic.
Okay, so what
They
does...
gave the guy who looks Arabic
and
linguist.
so what does that have to do with this?
My government almost killed me
Right.
for corruption.
Then you should appreciate this guy because he's
That's why
getting
I'm
rid
gonna
of that
look-
corruption.
But you said he's doing something bigger than that.
Because it's not just Bush and 9/11. It's the Rothschilds.
So he's doing something bigger than
Yes, they are
putting
doing.
war
They're
criminals in
taking.
jail.
He's taking people down worldwide to make
not
the
war
world better.
criminals.
No, he's doing everything.
He's
War
doing war
criminals.
criminals?
Yes,
Does he talk
they're
about
going
the
to.
war?
Yes, they're going to
Does he talk
Guantanamo.
about the
You
war?
can say goodbye.
No, about Iraq and Afghanistan.
That's why they have the indictments. That's why they're called sealed indictments. You can't ask for information.
They're going to prosecute the war
Yes.
criminals?
Yes, they're going to prosecute Bush. They're going to prosecute Obama, Hillary. They've got everybody down. They said we know it all. They're so stupid. They said we have all their info. You read when you get to this. You read. You will have so much
I'm
information.
afraid they're just going to talk about pedophiles and they're not going to talk
No.
about
That's just little. That's things they're doing all day, every day. Sessions AG has brought so many.
Let's look at the comments. Look at the comments. Did they talk about one this one?
Let me go back. Just go outwards. Go across to whatever. Here, watch
So
out.
I just want to know. Let's look at the comments.
Anyway, so you're gonna go find out, and you don't need me to tell you because once you find out, you'll find out what they're really up to. Because I have,
My biggest
like you
cause
said,
is the
I'm
war.
a very poor explainer because I and many people when they read these pieces that he gives us, they say we don't know. They hear what he's saying.
What did that war do to Nick? It's killed our cousin, right?
Why do you talk about the war? We have somebody here who's helping us get rid of America and
Because the war almost killed your son, and it made our cousin go.
Then you
medically
should
insane.
appreciate that he's getting rid of the people that did that.
But that's why I'm talking about the war.
That's
Because
why he did that.
the
That's why he's
government
doing that.
almost killed
He's
your
doing
son.
that because the government did what they did. They did 9/11. Wait until you see that some of the things he also says about 9/11 and the Bushes. All right? And see what's going on really behind the scenes. That's why you saw, when you came in here and you mentioned you saw the bombs when they went to Syria, how they went to empty buildings.
None of these comments are talking about the war.
No, it's not the war. You're specifically going to the war.
Because it affected our lives personally. It almost killed me, and it made our cousin go
What
crazy.
does that have to? Okay, there's a bigger picture than one war. This is
That's
years.
how much
This
you
is.
care about my life.
Oh, David, where are you going? This
said
is
bigger
10.
picture.
Gigi, tell David that there's something here bigger than one war.
I almost died for that war.
But what do you want me to do?
I want you to be mad at the government for almost killing your son.
you're asking me about what this man's doing or these people are doing, and you're telling me that it's my answers are.
You're telling me there's something bigger than me almost dying for lies.
No, where did you get that?
That was a big. When I slowed down my thinking,
I'll
in
say it
December,
again.
I
David,
realized,
one war is one huge error that got a lot of people killed.
And almost killed your son.
And almost killed my son and messed up Nick's brain for life. Okay?
Killed congressmen's sons. A lot of people have died in that war.
Okay.
Over 10,000.
So you're
Over a
asking
million
me what
Iraqis.
he's doing with and I told you about all those sealed indictments and all the things they're doing quietly, privately, and behind the scenes to get to the people because you can't explain what you're doing when you're doing investigations. You have to be secretive. That's why he does baby steps, little pieces of the puzzle for us to look at and see where they're going and what they're doing and who they're talking about and who they're going to end up putting in jail.
Your
You'll be able to read all of
and
that.
mom's safety is my priority. I would think that my safety is your priority. So that's bigger.
Do you know that you're going to talk right now? You're changing the whole narrative. Speaking of narratives, you're changing it over to you at the war, almost losing your life. When you asked me what this man's job was, what is he trying to do?
Because that's what I did in December when I slowed down my life. I tried to refocus
How can
my
I
life.
change what he's doing and move it back to talk about the one war?
I tried to refocus my life on what's important, and that's what I came to the conclusion. What's most important to me, if I view the world's injustice through the
then
lens
you
of
should
my
take
life,
this guy
is that I was almost manipulated into going to a war zone.
Then
under
you need to go
That's a
find
big
out.
deal.
Well, there are issues of that war in his 1,200 posts.
We're a veteran family. Grandpa, you know, and all of our family.
Are you listening to
We have
anything I say?
Yes. I'm
There,
going
he has,
to.
no, but I'm saying there are issues inside his.
If this guy
pieces
is trying
of
to get war
information.
criminals in jail, that's a great thing.
No, but you go and you find out because he's got so much going on that you have to go and look for the locations of his
If
comments.
this guy is trying to distract us from war criminals, that's a bad thing. So we're going to find out if he's trying
I'm
to put
not.
him in jail.
I don't have to find out anything. You're the one that has the issues of I don't believe it or I do believe it.
I'm
Let me
just
go
trying
check
to
it out.
prioritize injustice.
If let me ask you this, since you're talking about you don't believe that I'm okay. Why do you think I'm so stupid that you're constantly
think you're
criticizing me?
stupid.
Why do you think that I go read stuff like this, knowing me and knowing what I do and how I behave? Why would you think I would even bother with somebody like this if I didn't think it were real, true, and to the point?
I don't think you're stupid. I think you believe it's real truth.
Well, why would I believe it? Why would I be?
I think
do
that
you
you
believe
believe-
I'm somebody who's going to be a weakling that's going to let?
I think you are who you say you are, and you.
No, I want to know who you.
recently,
No, I want to know who you think I am. Do you think?
I'll
that,
tell you. I told you. I think you are.
or who I
you
say I am. But who do you think I am?
Who you say you are, and what did you say
Oh,
you are?
wait a minute.
You're someone who got fooled by Bush,
Wait,
right?
wait. I said we were fooled about the war by Bush, like everybody, because
Was
we
I?
found out. We all were. You
No.
joined the. You joined the
You
army.
guys don't remember
What?
me
Go
telling
ahead.
you guys about the war and saying that
After
was
you
about
got there.
No, saying around 2000 after I got out of the army, saying that this
That's
war that's
after
going to
you
happen
got
is
there,
an
yeah.
injustice.
Yes, that's
And mom,
after
you know what mom said? War is good for the economy.
Well, war is good for everybody's economy. That's why they
And
do
then
it.
me and Mike-
Everybody makes money.
Me and Mike went to Redlands Boulevard
They all make
and
money.
we protested in my BDUs. And we held up signs. It was only me and Mike, and people honked at us and yelled at us. So before the war, not many people protest. Worldwide, it was the biggest global protest in history.
Okay.
But people got mad here.
Let me
in
ask you:
America.
if somebody comes to the realization of something as ugly as that, an atrocity like that, but not when you did, but later in life,
Exactly.
why are you putting it down?
I'm not putting it down.
No, you just did.
No, you
The
just
fact
jumped
that
to
I didn't
conclusions.
understand it when you told it to me
I
doesn't make
didn't
it.
make a value judgment. All I said is you said
It doesn't make
"Who
it
do
wrong."
who do you think I am? And I said I think you're someone who got fooled by Bush. And then you said, we
But
all
why
did.
would you stay there?
And then
Fooled
you
by Bush, so I'm going to be fooled
We're
by him?
slowly but
So
surely-
wait, no,
I didn't
no,
say
no.
that.
No, no,
You're
that's
jumping
where
to conclusions.
No, that's you.
You said we all did.
You
and
only
I said I
the
did
only
it.
thing
and then you argued me on that.
No, the only thing you brought to me is I was
Yeah.
fooled by Bush.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm fooled by Bush,
Well, that's who
then
you
probably
are.
you're probably going to get fooled by this
Didn't
guy
say
too.
that. No, that's your own
No,
insecurities.
well, because I hear what you tell me.
Yeah, I
know
didn't
you.
jump there.
No, no,
I'm being
because
like
I
a
won't
lawyer.
let you.
I'm
I
not
won't
leading
let
the
you.
witness. I'm not
Because
leading the
you
witness.
You either understand what the world's
I'm gonna
doing.
look him up with an
no, it
objective
isn't just
mind.
him. You understand what's
I
going
try
on
to-
when you see this. Because if you don't see it the way it is, because I'm reading it for.
I'm going to look him up with an objective mind. I'm going to give that guy, because also I do respect your opinion, but you just asked me who I think you are, and then you have to give me credit too.
But asking you who
Who do you think I am? I'm a guy who didn't get fooled by any of these guys. I think I've been
Okay.
right. All of my political opinions have been justified by all of your research.
Okay,
Right?
you do know.
Wasn't I
that-
saying this 10 years ago?
Does it matter whether I discussed it 10 years
Why
ago or
won't you listen
discussed
to
it
me if I
today?
was 10 years before you?
Doesn't matter.
Why won't you listen to me if I was saying this 10 years ago?
Because when do you think I found out the truth?
Why won't you listen to me though if I was...
Wait. You're asking me to tell you why I didn't believe you 10 years ago?
No, I'm saying now, why don't you listen to me if I was...
What
ahead of
am
the
I
curve?
supposed to listen to you about?
Well, I think a normal, rational person would be like, well,
Because-
shoot, son, I've learned a lot that makes me question my old assumptions. It seems like you were right all this time. What else might you be right about?
Oh, so you basically just want me to get more information that you
I
have.
want you to start viewing me as an authority because I was right.
Let me explain something to you.
And you do not view me as authority because I'm your son.
No. The thing that you want is you want me to jump on your little wagon of you're the authority, I should listen to you because since you were right about that, then you're going to be right about everything a step ahead of me.
Everything. Why do we have to do absolutes?
well-
I just might be right about one more thing.
Well, give me the example what the one more thing is. Tell me what's going on. It's probably
Well,
going to be...
You want me to fit glasses for the blind?
No,
That's what I told Mom earlier.
No,
Fitting glasses for the blind.
What I'm doing here is because I have more than one person that I listen to that say this because different people
You have to learn how to talk without arguing with each other.
Well, first of all, I hope you learn because I try not to argue. I try not to argue, but you ask question after question after question after question, and then I try to give you examples, and then you tell me my examples are no good. They're too lengthy. They're too this.
I'm sorry.
So the only thing, no, what I told Mom, and I'm going to tell you, a little while ago I said, why does David have to argue about everything? Why does it have to be that every time we talk, he has to be
questioning? I'm just questioning. I'm trying to question without passing value judgment. So it's
and
not
all
an
I wanted
argument.
you to, and the easy
I'm
thing
trying
was,
to clarify. I'm trying not to argue. I'm trying to learn how to clarify, not argue, because that doesn't make enemies.
But if I give you something that I don't have a way to explain it, but I know how important it is, go get your information.
We have to be able to break, and you just say, just look into it, and I'm going to do that.
And that's what I was trying to say. And let me apologize that I couldn't say let's look, just look into it. It's a nice, short, precise sentence that I never gave you. I didn't say those words. Yeah. I should have said, David, just look into it. Now, would you have just...
Bobby, family means never having to apologize.
No, I didn't. No, I'm saying... But listen, I'm saying that if I had said that to you, would you have continued? Or would you have stopped and said, okay, I'll look into it. Let's talk about the Lakers.
No, I wanted a little bit of your opinion about him. So,
well, no, my opinion is that
I did come over just to find out who he was so I could look into it later on, though.
No, that's important. The other thing is, everybody who reads this, there's also a huge amount of what they call the anons.
How many minutes is this?
Hold on, they don't give it to me that way.
You can do this.
Yeah.
Which we will take a look at. It says, hello, Maggie.
It is probably halfway.
15. So 1,200, and they're all 15 minutes. I'll take
no, that's not an assumption.
You say what?
They could be 39 minutes. They could be 12 minutes.
Are they?
Yes.
It'll probably take me a month. I'll go through them. I'll go through the whole years, but it's going to take me a little bit.
No. You got to understand. Look, there are different people that do the same
I'm going
thing.
to catch up. Oh, wait, what?
There's a lot of different videos.
Yeah.
From
Look at QAnon analysis. Here's somebody else. There are many Patriots in America. April 22nd, so it's the current ones that she's talking about. Somebody here is going to be talking about it.
Good Sunday morning, everybody. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. In this particular video, we're just going to simply go over all the cute posts that have gone on over the past couple of days.
And there's
since
more
I
people.
last updated on them.
Everybody's
We're going to
updating
begin
it.
right here on April 20th. Start where we left off, and we're going to reference this post right here, 1199. Q says, answer Q, regards to Seth Rich. Seth Rich, June J.A. Q has been saying that the estimated time of arrival for information on Seth Rich for that story really to break loose in the mainstream is June, and J.A. meaning Julian Assange is involved. And then Q goes and posts this link right here.
You get lots of links and videos that they show. You can go there too for proof.
Alleging conspiracy about Trump campaign, Russia, WikiLeaks to sway 2016 election. So the DNC, with I don't know what money, to be honest, maybe a GoFundMe or
Fox
shoot,
News.
they have a Patreon account or something. But anyway, the DNC is suing Trump campaign, Russia, and WikiLeaks for trying to sway the 2016 election.
Where they came
And
from.
how stupid
They came from them.
are these people? Because what's this going to lead to? Discovery phase in the lawsuit. So that means the actual information on how WikiLeaks got Clinton and Podesta's emails is going to come to the surface. So in the last-ditch effort by the DNC and the deep state to, of course, prevent their downfall, it's going to end up exposing them even
Who is
more.
this guy?
These people.
And now there's individuals. These
Yeah,
are
but
all.
does he have a name? Can I look him
Yeah,
up?
of course.
Because what if I find out he's on the
A
payroll for
couple
the
of
Republicans
nods.
or
This one's
something?
saying bait. This one's saying
You got a
amazing.
lot
They're
of you got a lot of
literally opening the door
work to do when your mind's like that. This is somebody called.
I don't trust
No.
anyone.
It's
Good business. No, you qualify. Anyone.
Ignore the individuals and because you're looking at different individuals and their names. Oops, I don't want to do that. Individuals and what their name is, who are bringing out the daily.
So I could check if they're a show. They might be shows. There might be people who are paid to say this.
Imagine.
What's this guy's name?
No, I'm just telling you what he calls himself. Destroying the illusion. I don't know his name.
He's another anonymous guy.
No, the anonymous guys are the guys that are inside, because there's an actual location where all these things come up.
This guy's not anonymous. Destroying the illusion. Let's look him up.
No, you do.
I'm gonna do some research.
Because what you don't have. I think he talked about how.
Emery Smith, it sounds like, or is it him?
Talked about how John Brennan was involved in the killing of Judge Scalia. Lots of little things.
It's this guy. This is the guy we're listening to.
Well, like this lady, she's called Deception Bites. It's a lady. There's a bunch of people that do it. I listened to about Oh, there's another guy right here.
I'm just wondering who they are. Because
No,
what if it turns out all these guys are on payroll?
They're in the hundreds.
Yeah, but what if they're all on payroll? Let's find out who they are. Shouldn't be that hard.
Okay. You're trying to go detect.
Wow, he has 30,000 subscribers, this guy. Destroying the illusion.
Let me show you something. This one's called Universe, whatever it's Universe.
So presumably this is part of the October Surprise 2016 email drops that we received from WikiLeaks, obviously, and this one focuses on a follow-up media call between a couple people here and one tied to Robbie.
Get out of here.
No, just, it's not bad to... If I tell someone I'm a real estate broker and they look me up on the Department
you're
of...
trying to correlate this to something simple that you can answer in one question.
Good business. If I tell someone I'm a real estate broker...
Good business. Do you know that this isn't something you can answer in one sentence?
Yes, but okay. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, why do I want to know who this guy is? Because if anyone asks me for my pocket card, I have to show it to him.
Do you
because there's a lot of fraud out there.
Think that
and that's just real estate.
That are copying his little crumbs, his little notes, all the people that are repeating his new notes daily, do you think that they haven't looked him up?
Well,
What are you saying about thousands of Americans who are writing these things down in videos every single day that he writes something?
You don't think that stuff can be manipulated?
Well, then I'll tell you what. Right now, according to your belief, the 65 million Americans that voted for Trump were all manipulated.
You didn't say that.
I'm letting you know that.
I didn't say that, though.
Because when you say that everybody that is doing the videos on this information that comes out almost daily, they could be manipulated or on payroll.
Destroying the illusion.
They could be manipulated or on payroll.
Yes.
How interesting. Trying to answer you is impossible because there's no answer for the questions that you bring up. Don't have answers.
Jordan likes to think of himself as a conscious creator. That guy's name is Jordan. He has created hundreds of informative and inspirational videos, articles, and blog posts to assist in increasing individual and collective consciousness. Jordan's life calling is to advocate for truth through educational videos, book projects, and public speaking. He carries transformative, esoteric, and conscious messages across the globe. While on a never-ending quest to find his own true potential, Jordan's goal is to share information and insight that has been resourceful to him to help others realize their own sovereign power.
JD, I never watched it. I just came here after the soup that we had, and I didn't need this barrage of research that says that everybody that has videos on this, everybody who does videos could be on payroll or
I just asked you a couple questions.
Yeah, he could be a millionaire. My son David could be a millionaire because he makes videos and he's on payroll for somebody.
Yeah, no, this is a guy who I want to be the YouTube personality. So this guy, that's another reason why I want to know who he is. How did he get popular? I might be able to learn something from him.
Okay.
Who is
Tim, go
Jordan?
take a shower. And we need to leave like in 30 minutes. Come on.
This is ridiculous.
Why?
I don't need to tell you why. It's just ridiculous.
Well,
That-
we agreed that when David got here, we would not
Talk about politics.
talk about this at all. We would not do your stuff.
Can I ask you a question? Since you seem to know, when David stands over me and no matter what I say, he continues to say, well, what about this? What about that? What about this?
Because yesterday he fried me, not.
No, I just let him know what I told you.
Well,
It's just I just had a couple questions. I didn't harass you, did I? I was just asking a couple questions.
David, the point of me, nothing I say will tell you. See, like you said, if I had just said, go research it.
That's why I left Mexico, because my
And
brother
never
was
mind, I was
torturer.
trying to talk. Never mind. Just forget it. The idea that David goes, well, if you just told me to go research or to go wherever he said, I would go do that.
I'm doing it right now. I'm not going to try to make a judgment on him right now. I'm just going to research. I just asked you.
David, what I was trying to tell you that you won't listen to is there is a very large, very private thing going on around the world to get rid of corruption.
And I want to be involved.
And what you could do also is go back to an executive order that Trump did in December 21st. Because that one is one that deals with with corruption, with child trafficking, and freezing of assets worldwide for people that are a threat to our country.
Why are you angry at my curiosity?
I'm letting you know that there are some very basic, specific things that are happening, like that executive order.
I want to get caught up.
I gave you one very important executive order, not a bunch of things.
Well,
not the other things.
which one was it? From when?
It's the executive order by Trump on December 21st.
Yeah.
You just read about it.
Executive order by Trump, December 21st.
He lives in a very small world because he doesn't want to know this.
No, Mom, I'm trying to.
I'm keeping an open mind with David.
Exactly. I'm trying to learn how to qualify, not argue. I'm not trying to argue. I'm trying to qualify. So if I sound like I'm arguing, I'll shut up.
Don't give me too much to tell you because it can't happen. But if you start to research,
I'm going to. I want us to all get on the same page. So I'm just trying to learn how to clarify, not qualify. I'm not trying to argue. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
I want to know what you guys know.
David, it's just that trying to say it in a way that you will accept it is difficult.
I'm not. So I'm going to have to research. You know me. I'm going to have to research before I accept anything.
But the executive order is very important because when you read it, you'll go, "This is a worldwide thing where we're going to actually take people down, freeze assets for corruption and child trafficking and all the ugliness that."
I told you I have an open mind about Trump.
It isn't him. I'm just saying this is okay. Trump was asked to come join the country by the generals. That's another thing. Trump didn't want to be president. Trump was asked by higher ups in the military, who will have his back, to come help the country change and get rid of the politicians the way they have ruined our country for everything since President Kennedy.
So the generals want to get rid of the politicians?
Yep.
Sounds like a coup.
It's the other way around. The coup's against Trump all day, every day since when he was campaigning.
Generals aren't elected though, politicians are.
So the minute I tell you something, here's another thing. This is what you do. The minute I tell you a fact and go research it, you say, "Oh, this is
You're
what
right.
I'm doing."
I should.
It could be
I need to learn how to stop making value judgments. I'm not going to make value judgments.
For quiz foundations from the crooked media, you can tell.
Well, because he nailed me for the fact
Mom,
that you and I didn't believe in the Trump. We didn't believe the truth about Bush. About Bush
that's the only
early
thing
in the war.
If the media can't deceive an intelligent person like him, imagine all the
that scares me that he
Mom, I want to know what you guys know, and I want to share what I know so we can all get on the same page. That makes sense,
what
right?
you know is fake. Because you found it out through the fake media.
Well, we'll come to I don't want us to be divided as a family. I want what I know to be shared with you and what you know to be shared with me, and I want us all to come to an understanding together.
Can I go stand this back against the wall?
Yeah, of course. It's not going to happen this time, but when I leave you guys, I'm going to do research so that way I start to have the same sources you guys do. That's all. And then I have to learn how to not be so argumentative too. You know,
you can learn that in life.
I know. I'm trying to learn how to clarify without arguing, so I could go and then research and then tell you where I agree or disagree. That's how adults discuss things, right?
Let's not talk about it anymore because
For sure. Well, thank you for your patience because I do want to know more alternative sources.
Tell me when they indict him. I don't know.
You're saying that you don't even like talking too much about this?
It bothers me to no end.
Why?
It bothers me the state of the country, the state of finding out that there's pedophiles over there and kids suffering. It bothers me. I'd rather just pray. I said, Tim, you may want to be hooked into the timeline of information. I don't like it, and I think it affects you.
Well, that's why I'm a little concerned. I think it affects him too, because that's what it is. I'm not trying to argue if it's true or not. I'm just kind of concerned of how much effort.
But you know what? I challenge him because we're not going to make these accounts unless we work 9 to 5. Yeah. So I challenge him already, and we already agreed that we're going to start working 9 to 5.
Well, what I told you, what I do with it,
have a normal life with 3 meals a day. Because when he gets up and wanders at 10, and then I wander at 12, and then we never can line up meals. That's why we're fat.
And that's part of it. Why?
No, your metabolism goes upside down.
What I'm trying to do on my internet, because I compulsively watch internet news, I try to limit it to morning and evening. So I try not to do it all day, every day.
My Facebook, I open it and I'm going like, bullshit, this bothers me. Yeah. And I leave it open and it strings out. That's the reason that I got that message and I was able to help is because I left it open. But most of the time I close it back. I'm not gonna.
You gotta be aware of how you consume this internet
It affects me. If I know that something changes my mood, I'm not gonna.
What do you think CNN? CNN is just a bunch of negativity to try to get us all anxious.
I don't watch news. I don't watch regular programming because it's programming. They're programming you. You know. I record criminal series because it makes me think. Yeah. And then Criminal Minds is too hard because I said freaking people, they have to kill 12 people before they solve the thing. You know, I'm used to like kill one murder and you know, and take one out. These people are killing. And when they kill children, I cannot stand watching it. You know that.
When who kills?
And then when there's like Criminal Minds, they study the behavior of psychopaths.
Right. Yeah, they're just trying to get us all negative.
And I say, that's too hurtful. I have to pray and I can't sleep. So
certain things you don't want to put into your head.
And he was the teacher, and he would put it out. They said in the.
He had a goatee beatnik, a cliche Dobie Gillis guy.
Exactly. So he's over there, the older guy, and he would take him under a tree, and they would read poetry, and he would do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he would do all these beautiful things, just like later.
That's cool.
Yeah, and so, but they were, it was like the special little class, kind of like your accelerated class, your AP classes, but it was.
Were you in this class?
I wasn't in the class, no.
Was it in high school?
It was in high school, yeah. And,
he let them do their own, like, it was like a course outside the normal curriculum or something?
For about it's like a trial thing.
That'd be nice if the district did. They should do that in high school. Give a pure poetry class. Like they do literature like an afterthought. Let someone take a whole class of
He would
poetry.
take them on field trips and discuss go to Little Corona and discuss and if you want to do science or earth science, you go down to the ocean and then he'd make them have their test and everything, but now they see the names of the animals, the sea urchins and everything.
You know what's sad? They treat poetry, they just lump it in with literature like an afterthought, and that's why people don't like it. They give it to you like it's your medicine. They don't. You should have your own. You get your own year on trigonometry. You should get like a whole year on. Every culture has had a poetic tradition. From the Aztecs. The Aztecs wrote poetry that rivaled the Greeks. Every single human culture has had poetry, and we treat it like it's freaking circumcision. You just something you have to do because everyone does it, and then you move on and you forget about it, and you're just a little numb for it, and maybe a little bit traumatized.
It's really sad to see how many people just don't care about, the classics and the stuff.
Poetry touches everyone. No matter who you are, I could find a poem that would probably open up your heart and make you tear up. Like when I ran across that one, that's why I recorded it. I'm listening to it. It's just such a. It's called Heaven for Animals, and he never uses the word animals once. So if I'm trying to tell you the title, you kind of have to guess what it's about. So I'm listening to it, and I'm listening to it as if I never heard it before, and it has a really nice feeling to it. It's like, I don't know. It talks about how in heaven their teeth and claws are all sharp, like they never could even have imagined, and when they leap on the backs of the animals, it takes years, and they're suspended in the air in all their glory. It's just a really nice image.
And that's the stuff that really people that do appreciate that.
Everyone does. You just gotta find yours. Poetry's like food. You find your food that you like, and like you like your shake you like that burger, and I order the chicken fingers. I'll find your poetry burger. Your poetry burger's out there.
It's out there somewhere.
Because that's what poetry is, the most concentrated expression of the human soul. So if you say you don't have a poem out there, that means you don't have a soul. There's a poem that speaks to Tim. There's a poem that speaks to everyone. Like Mom was saying, she likes Lorca. Everyone has a poet. I found Bukowski recently, and I never read him before. Right before I went into my energy, whatever, he was one of the reasons I decided to stop my life. Because he only got famous in his late, I don't even know, but late in life when he was 30s or 40s.
You call that later in life?
Yeah, compared to these guys who are, because he wasn't trying to be famous. He was trying to live life and just make his poems, and then eventually he got recognized, and he tells the interviewer when they're doing a documentary, he said, I've lived, I don't know the exact words, but he's like, I've lived a touched life, and you found me, but you found me too late. No, you're not going to change me. I'm already who I am. But he was happy that he knew who he was before He's a really great guy. He was an alcoholic and he was a jerk, but he was a really sincere guy, and I thought, you know what? If this guy could do it, I could do it. But he has, I read some of his poems, and he's the type of guy you can't read until you've lived life, because he doesn't make any compromises. This is like RJ. You'll never understand, a guy like RJ's nobleness or his morality or why he was a good guy unless you've lived enough life to understand why he wanted to be also a bad guy. You gotta have some relationships to understand what he was caught up on. He was in love with the romance part of it, probably. Like, he loved the pursuit of women. He just never really realized how to make a mistake, I guess.
Well, because it's a little more complicated when the women turn out to be not so honest.
But from the outside, if you've never had a relationship, you think he's just a jerk. But once you have one, you realize he just was caught up in the...
He's tried. When Gigi and I see it, he's tried many times and been hurt many times. We don't look at what happened. We look
exactly, yeah.
Exactly.
If you didn't see the pain, you think he's just the jerk. But
no, and it's interesting how when he got free and went somewhere else to retire, he was able to talk to us really free and open.
Yeah, that's nice. Because
that was nice. That. Because you know what, I have a feeling that we helped him with the guy, because he had pain, but at the same time, he found solace. When he talked to us and we were able to listen, because we don't just talk all the time to everybody. We do a lot of listening. It's important that people listen to other people. Like when I go up here, I don't expect to do a lot of talking. I want to console my mom just by being in her presence.
Exactly.
And Patty's found out so many other things. Oh shoot, I have to call Gigi before we go to bed. Oh shoot, I forgot I was doing that other stuff. Let me do this real quick so we can say goodnight.
I want to listen to my poems.
Viola, where's Gigi? Oh, well, Gigi.
When I was in Mexico, I'd read poems. That's what I like about him. Anytime, anywhere you're at, you can... The Bible is a poem. They wrote the Bible in the language of poetry.
Yeah, it's very poetic.
Yeah. That's the most concentrated form of human expression. It's like dance.
What the heck is she talking?
Oh.
Did you just say I woke you up? Would you rather I just not call you at all?
I've got the government on me. I've got the government on me. 572694267. Ticket to heaven. On my knees. On my knees. I've got the government on me. I've got the government on me. 572694267. Ticket to heaven on my knees.
Give me them diamonds!
Ticket to heaven on my knees.